Hello. Now, back in 2016, that seems a long time ago, I produced this online book, 50 Places to Visit from the London Underground. The idea behind the book, basically, with the help of the Underground, was to introduce people to places in London not normally visited. That, as I say, was in 2016. You can still get this book. It's online on the Blurb channel. Just Google my name. Well, not Google it, but in the search engine of Blurb, then put my name there, spelt correctly, by the way, the Scandinavian variation. It means waterfall, okay? Right. But this book inspired the Secret London series. I've done 2 already, and I'm now going to present number 3. In the pipeline is a church up in North London at Stanmore, where Handel played the organ, would you believe? That was a bit early for me, wasn't it? Though my friends tell me it wasn't, but I think they are pulling my leg somewhat. Also, closer to my home are the Addington Hills. Now, they, as I say, are local to me in the London borough of Croydon, and a lot of people have never been there. Yet it's a wonderful viewpoint of, well, not only Croydon, but the city of London. So let's put our shoes on, shall we, and go and have a look. During the 19th century, several archbishops of Canterbury favoured Addington Palace near Croydon for their summer residence, and some are buried in neighbouring St Mary's churchyard. Croydon can find itself at the butt of jokes, but there are gems to enjoy and some peaceful, including the hills adjacent to Addington Palace. In a future programme, I will take you to the magnificent church of St Michael and All Angels. It's in the centre of Croydon, adjacent to the bus station, but I have a feeling that came a bit later. Much has changed at Addington too since the archbishops left, and most noticeably a transport interchange for buses and tramlink. Indeed, tramlink is the easiest way to reach the Addington Hills, with a stop giving easy access on foot to the viewpoint. This view has to be ranked as one of the best distant views of London. Canary Wharf and the city are there, and if you look carefully, so too is that iconic arch that now graces Wembley Stadium. If you fancy a little walk, the windmill at Shirley is not far, but now surrounded by a housing estate. Finding sanctuary in a busy environment requires a very special skill, and none come close to the hidden secrets of Westminster Abbey. Tucked away down several passages is College Garden, literally in the shadow of Victoria Tower and the chimes of Big Ben, but isolated from the hectic traffic circling around Parliament Square. I really went there for the Abbey, so here without crowds are a few shots of the interior of Westminster Abbey, a secret achievement within itself. See the programme about the Abbey. When Richmond upon Thames is busy, wander by the river upstream to 17th century Ham House for a few secrets that many visitors do not see. But check the right day first. Situated on the south bank of the River Thames, not far from the Twickenham Ferry, an approach, incidentally, that should be considered, Ham House, built in 1610, is now in the care of the National Trust and has a rare collection of decorated cabinets used for storage but only opened a couple of times a year. They are objects of art, often elaborately decorated. Check National Trust website for viewing dates. Before leaving, stroll around the Knot Garden and grassy walks in the Wilderness, a woodland with picture-perfect views back to the house. But exercise patience if you want a photograph without people. George Frederick Handel. Now he lived in London for many years, and his house in Mayfair still stands, later occupied by Jimi Hendrix. But I want to take you to Canons Park, for here, much earlier of course, Handel played the organ at St. Lawrence's Church, which has a remarkable Baroque interior. Handel was composer in residence for James Brydges, 1st Duke of Chandos, and at happier times he lived in a grand house, now sadly demolished, with only the park and church remaining. Today the church is worthy of a special trip up the Jubilee line for its amazing interior, and of course Handel playing the organ, but that you will have to imagine, but I might be able to help a little bit. Now you see it, now you don't. I wonder how many visitors to the O2 Arena at North Greenwich allow their wandering steps to go a little further to the banks of the River Thames. You may have come by ferry. If so, you will have noticed Quantum Cloud, a sculpture by Anthony Gormley, but missed its secret. Much of Gormley's fame rests on the Angel of the North, but Quantum Cloud is subtler. However, Damien Hirst's figure may have stolen the limelight a little. Installed in 1999, tourists passing by on the Thames Path will soon see Hirst's man, but not Gormley's man within the sculpture. It depends where you stand, and furthermore, the human form strengthens or declines with just a few steps in one direction or the other. Next time you go to a show at the O2, allow a bit of time for a view. It is quite entertaining to find the right spot, and I'm not convinced that I was completely successful. Another trip one day?